Good morning. Good morning. I hope everybody is doing well today. I'm getting I ordered stuff off TikTok, a couple things, and I'm getting like a million messages of like, your order's being prepared, your order's being shipped. I didn't order like a million things. I ordered like 3 really cheap things, but like there's let's see if it works, but it's a charging station, magnetic charging station for your phone. And I'm hoping that'll work so that I won't have issues with my phone dying while I'm streaming. But considering that was like $7 on TikTok, it might be garbage. We'll see. But I figured it was worth a shot. Morning. Mom had some drinks last night. Dad, VT, and I went out for Valentine's Day early because of he'll be gone out of town for work. So we celebrated early and had well, I don't know if it was 5 or 6, but it was 2 doubles and another whiskey and wild cherry Pepsi. And I'm okay. Just mildly hungover. It could have been a lot worse. I'm not used to drinking, so hangovers usually incapacitate me for the majority of a day, and I'm functioning, so that's better than I'm used to. Hi, Punching Way, Cadaver, Onyx, Marcus, thank you for the resub, hon. 9 months. I think that means there's a Twitch baby. What are you going to name the Twitch baby? You have to pick a name. Thank you so much, Marcus. I appreciate it. And we already have 2 subs. So if we have 5, then a little flower grows. Not Elon. Rolls right off the tongue. Moko Tempest, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, I didn't realize. Oh my gosh, guys, you need to warn me when I have that thing up. I had to change my background to one that was invisible and forgot to close that little menu. So I wanted to be like multitasking. I know I've talked about it in the Discord, but I would like to apply to Socks VTubing agency. That's one of those things that we've talked about often on this channel. Not often, but periodically on this channel. That I have every intention of continuing as Mom BT for a long time. But if I actually got selected to be in an agency, a corporate VTuber spot, that would be pretty much the only reason why Mom would completely retire, I guess. Mom wouldn't graduate. I'm too old for that. But Socks VTubing agency has open auditions for a character spot where they provide the character. And I figured, why not? I'll go for it. Even though they said after the first weekend of it being open, the auditions are open till the 15th. They opened up on the 1st of February, and after that first weekend, they had over 500 applications. So I'm sitting here like, well, so you're saying there's a chance. But I figured, why not? I can go for it. So we'll see. And I am curious. So there's certain questions I already know. Like they have a different audition form than you would expect. It's not typical. And I still would have to finish a 30-second long audition sample that showcases my strengths as a content creator. They don't want clips from stream. They want you to basically make a new video, which is fine. But one of the things they asked, and part of the reason why I wanted to like stream while I did this was, please provide a link to a clip of your stream that you find best exemplifies the type of content on your channel. And I'm like, I don't really know how to choose one clip. Because we've kind of done all sorts of things, haven't we? And then what is my best dad joke? And I'm like, I do mom jokes. So I don't know. So that's why I thought maybe you guys could kind of help be like a sounding board. Additional names: Mom Vermont, Mom, Momther, Mommy, and Nana, which is what the baby calls me. How's baby VT? Baby VT is napping. Baby VT had a early morning, but is now finally actually getting some proper sleep this morning, which is good. I don't know, like a clip to my channel. I suppose I should just look and see like what the more popular clips were. You know? Oh, maybe I should do the traffic jam one. That was a funny one. Hold on. I can't play it on stream. You couldn't hear it. Oh, you guys can't hear it, but I think I'll clip it. Let me see. Yeah, that might be a good one. I'm gonna link it in chat for you all. Hello. What is it? Here for fun. Yes, I'm on like games sometimes. What do you guys think of this clip as best exemplifies my channel? It might be a good one. Oh my god, mute my channel. Why are you okay. Let's see what else. What's this one? I don't know. No, that's a boring clip. That doesn't work. I don't like that one. Ah, thank you, Thunderbird. No, I'm okay. What do you guys think of that clip? Hi, Red Riot. And their thing is like, what's a conspiracy theory you believe in? And it's like, it's so the thing is, I feel like, so can conspiracy theories actually be like proven true? Because like my favorite conspiracy theory is that the US tried to use cats as spies in the 1960s. They tried to use cats to spy on in the Soviet Union, and they spent $20 million on a secret program called Project Acoustic Kitty. Project Acoustic Kitty. So wait, somewhere from what I see from one YouTube channel. Wait, what? What word from what you see from one YouTube channel? No, that's the thing. It's like, is it a conspiracy theory if it's like this is proven that this has actually happened? Like the US government really did this in the 1960s. Like this has been proven. I'm not crazy. This has been proven and declassified, and you can look all of this up on the internet. So does that count as as a conspiracy theory? But just my favorite part is that it's a top secret program. The CIA. It was a $20 million secret program with the CIA, and they called it Project Acoustic Kitty. Like, are you kidding me? I just... They were trying to have... They surgically implanted recording devices in cats to eavesdrop on Soviet leaders at the Soviet embassies. And naturally it didn't work because you can't get the cats to go anywhere. Oh my god. So yeah, I have I'm just gonna lead with that. Is it a conspiracy theory if it's true? Hold on. Is it a conspiracy theory if it's true? In the 1960s, the US CIA spent $20 million on a secret program with the intent to spy on Soviet leaders in Soviet embassies and eventually within the Soviet Union. Morning, BB. I hope you're doing okay. No, that's the thing. Is it a conspiracy theory that I believe in if it's been proven true? That is not just... It's not just conjecture. Like, this has been declassified. This is a true thing. Jake King Plus, thank you for the follow. Like in the 1960s, the US CIA really did spend $20 million of taxpayer money I'm trying to like write this. It sounds stupid. Yeah, that the birds aren't real. They're all drones. They're all surveillance drones. Birds aren't real. Sorry. Sorry, Innisline. One of SOC's VTubing agency's talents is based off of a bird. And no, sorry, Innisline. You're not real. You're also a surveillance drone. Hey, some kid made a living for the past 7 years off of that conspiracy theory. That's that American enterprising spirit right there. Yeah, Thunderbird, I'm sorry, you're not real. Although, to be fair, the myth of the Thunderbird, you started as a myth. you were always a mythological creature. So let's see. Is it a conspiracy theory if it's true? In the 1960s, the US CIA spent $20 million of taxpayer money on a secret program with the intent to spy on Soviet leaders in Soviet embassies and eventually within the Soviet Union. This program tried to turn cats into spies for the US government. Yes, actual felines. A veterinarian. How do you spell veterinarian? Is it? It's not like veterinarian, is it? How do you spell vet? It is. Well, no, close. Not veteran with an A, but with an I. Okay. So, is it a conspiracy theory if it's true? In the 1960s, the US CIA spent $20 million of taxpayer money on a secret program with the intent to spy on Soviet leaders in Soviet embassies and eventually within the Soviet Union. This program tried to turn cats into spies for the US government. Yes, actual felines. A veterinarian surgically implanted a microphone in the cat's ear, and then they would release the cat nearby to the targets whose conversations they wanted to record. The reason the program was scrapped, you can't get a cat to go wherever you want them to. They go where they want. I also know of another conspiracy theory is that because dinosaurs died and became bones that became oil and then got taken up as petroleum. They got harvested as petroleum, and petroleum is an ingredient in making plastic. Ergo, toy plastic dinosaurs are in fact real dinosaurs. So, toy plastic dinosaurs are real dinosaurs. Wait, I didn't know you had a mouse problem, PB. Even confined. They failed at getting it. She booped it and ran away. Oh, your poor cats. They didn't want to hurt it. They were trying to be respectful of another living creature. Okay, that's what I choose to believe. Meanwhile, I had a bird accidentally get in the house, and my cat Popeye, my one-eyed cat Popeye, managed to trap it and catch it. And I had to dive on him as he tried to sneak through the kitchen with this poor bird in his mouth before he took it off to some corner to shred and destroy and murder. What a conversation to come in on, Big Papa Lemon. Welcome on in, Raiders. Papa Lemon, thank you for the follow. But yeah, no, I had to dive on my cat. I managed to grab his back legs, and in his surprise, he opened his mouth to yell at me because I was preventing him from getting the bird, and the bird finally flew out the open door. But yeah, there was almost a massacre in my living room. But anyways, Lemon Raid, welcome on in, Raiders. It was this tiny little wren too, but I saved it and it was fine. I saw it in a tree. It wasn't injured or anything. It was fine. We saved it. Your cats are soft. They're spoiled little princesses. I mean, don't they wear sweaters? I mean, by necessity. They're the hairless cats, so they you know, but but anyways, Big Papa Lemon, how was your stream? What were you up to today? Usually, you know what, Quispy, that's usually when raids happen. The raids will happen whenever you're talking about something that is a certain level of incrimination, you know, like it has to be a certain level of incriminating, and then you get a raid. Five Nights at Freddy's. So I tried to play that once. I had my son even on my stream. My son tried to play it with me, and we both got too scared, so we switched games. He said he was too stressed to play it, but I was freaking out. I felt the game makes me feel claustrophobic, so I don't think I can ever play that game. How far did you get? Also, thank you for all the follows, those of you. Queen Ahi, here for fun. Burendi and Quispy, thank you. I swear, normally we talk about nice things. Like, we're nice here, I swear. How far into Five Nights at Freddy's did you get? For lulz, am I single? No. But I'm happy to be anybody's wingman. Yeah, sorry, Big Papa Lemon, I am happily married. Actually, this August will be 10 years married. So that'll be nice. Thank you. I like him, you know. He's nice. I like him. Wingman. No, I would make an excellent wingman, trust me. I will hype you up to no end. Well, we're not at 10 years yet. It's August 27th. Thank you. Yeah, really. It's such a claustrophobic game, and I didn't realize how claustrophobic I would get, and it was too much. So like it's the same reason I don't know if I'd be able to play Iron Lung for the same reason. I hear it's a wonderful game. I like scary games, actually. I watch horror movies. That's my genre of choice. I like scary things, but I can't deal with claustrophobia. I can't deal with claustrophobia and then like gore just for the sake of being like as shocking as possible. So like I like the first Saw movie, and then I'm not interested in the rest of them. Same reason I don't really like realistic war movies either, though. I feel I understand, But at the same time, it's like, I don't need to see realistic gore to know that war is gory business. I get it. I did adopt a vampire, guys. PB is my adopted vampire son. That's official canon VTuber lore for the channel. Don't watch Terrifier. Oh, okay, good call. Okay, thank you, because that was kind of on my list because I'd heard good things. But if it's just gory for the sake of being shocking, I don't know. Like I'm okay with gore. Like like for example, just from a historical perspective, the practical effects in the first Hellraiser, even just from a practical perspective, it's just such a cool movie to watch and to like look at how they did the practical effects for those movies. So like gore isn't necessarily bad, but just gratuitous gore just for the sake of shocking or grossing out an audience. Like there are certain horror movies that they're like, oh, if you didn't throw up while you're watching it, we didn't do our job. And I'm like, I'll pass. Thank you, but I'm good. First page of Berserk. That's an anime I haven't watched for that reason. If I adopt someone, would that make me a grandmother? Yeah, I guess I would have to rebrand. I'd have to rebrand to Gam Gam VT. Marvin and Kuro Gunshin, thank you for the follows. I appreciate it. Art saws a naked girl in half. Well, it's part of the reason why, like, I don't really understand why so many, I'm just going to use the term normies, and I hope you understand what I mean. I don't understand why so many normies flocked to American Horror Story. But in the same sense, like, I don't know. I feel like there's certain shows where, like, they're wildly popular, and I'm not quite sure why. Like, I can say that Game of Thrones up until before the last season was a good show, but, like, I don't understand why so many normies, like, made it part of their personality. And American Horror Story is the same way, where, like, people are just, like, obsessed with it, where I'm like, this is not even like, people I know where I'm like, there's nothing about your, Netflix history that would suggest that this would be something you would like. Like, you've binge watched all the seasons of Real Housewives of Atlanta 4 times over, but you say you're obsessed with American Horror Story. And I feel like it's one of those things where it's like, it's accessible and it makes them feel like they are smart about the genre. I don't know if that sounds haughty, but that's kind of how I felt about it. And like American Horror Story, sometimes they just like throw in deaths for no reason, just for the shock value, and that's why I don't much care for it. Like they'll just murder someone just to shock the audience, and there's no purpose to it. It's just for shock value, and so it's not my favorite. I do like the ingenuity of some of the hero designs, the character, their powers, and how they're utilized with My Hero Academia. I think that that's kind of neat. How surprising some of the heroes they come up with are. Doofenshmirtz. See, that's the thing. Like, people look down on kid cartoons, but I mean, I'm sorry, the writing and stuff for Doofenshmirtz is brilliant. And the running gag with Perry the Platypus will never not be funny to me. Like the running gag of like a platypus that he puts on the hat. Perry the Platypus. Like every episode. And it's so funny that they just stuck with it. I don't know. Big Papa Lemon, if you have to run, I hope you're already gone and taking care of yourself and doing whatever post-stream stuff you've got to do. And I really do appreciate the raid. Thank you for thinking of me. It means a lot. I really do appreciate it. I am today is a bit different from most of my streams. I feel like I'm talking about myself more today because I am mildly hungover. Dad, VT, and I went out for Valentine's Day last night because he's going to be out of town for work for Valentine's Day. Um, and so like my voice is a little weird today, unfortunately. But I keep putting off applying to socks. And so I was like, well, there's certain things on here that I'm just unsure of myself. And so I was like, you know what, I'm just going to stream and do a just chatting stream while I'm trying to do what I can on the application. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I had like 5 or 6 shots of whiskey worth. And a blackberry cider, which was very good, by the way. Like Original Sins brand, blackberry hard cider. And I liked it a lot. Like I feel like cider is like a fall drink. Hard ciders anyway, and this one felt like a summer drink. It was nice. Your birthday's the day after. Your birthday is on discount candy day? The first discount candy day of the year? You lucky soul. Are you kidding me? That's a great day to have a birthday. 23 months. Snowbird, thank you for the sub. I appreciate you. Yeah, discount candy day. It's my favorite holiday. It comes 3 times a year. It's the day after Valentine's Day, the day after Halloween, and the day after Christmas, or at least in the US. It's a holiday we celebrate in the US, and it's one of my favorites. So you're born on a good day. To AMF. Wait, what's AMF, Quispy? Your birthday's tomorrow. Happy early birthday. My husband and my older son both have their birthdays on Valentine's Day. So, that's a little rough, but I appreciate the censorship, but I'm gonna leave that as automated just because generally speaking we don't curse here. It slips out sometimes, but would you? Because I think he hates it. I think he hates that his birthday is on Valentine's Day. But I mean, a girl asked him to be her date to the Sadie Hawkins dance they did last, like a few months ago. And he just looked at her and went, no, and then walked away. So my son's not exactly a romantic kid. He is your typical 13-year-old boy, so. Yeah, and then I was like, well, are you gonna like clarify and fix it? Because he was like, well, I didn't want to be mean. And I was like, that was mean. Do you want to fix it? This is how you could fix it. And he's like, nah, I don't. It's fine. Will he be my date at the Sadie Hawkins dance? No. Jesus. We try to help him and he's hopeless. That's all right. We just, you know what? I just need to make sure that he can be self-sufficient and get a job and, live on his own someday. I don't need grandkids. I just need him to be able to live on his own eventually. That's my job, and after that, it's on him. Going back to school for surgical technologist. Oh, that sounds hard. But good luck. I hope it goes well. Yeah, I'm trying to help the kid, and he just doesn't want my help. So, I need to finish writing. For those of you that just popped in, they haven't yet, but they might eventually. PB, who knows? Curse that ego. Damn, I would love it if I could get into retro game collecting. I actually have some retro games that I can't even play, but I collected them when I snatched them up. You're gonna go draw? Well, have a good time drawing. I hope all of the pen strokes are exactly what you want them to be. Have a good one. I have a copy of Blade, the video game for the PlayStation 2 that I really wish I could play. I love Blade. Blade is my favorite Marvel hero. Blade was the first Marvel movie. Retro game playing. You just use emulators and just play the games. Fair, that's true. I have Maniac Mansion downloaded on my computer. Does anybody remember that computer game? We could play it eventually. I just don't know if anybody be interested. Except for PB. Yeah, Maniac Mansion. I've played all of the King's Quest games. Well, no, technically not 8, but I think most people don't include 8 with the King's Quest games. I've played Gold Rush, but not Gold Rush 2. I heard it wasn't as good. I don't think I have Day of the Tentacle, but I know it's on Steam. I'd have to look. I don't remember if I have access to that one. But I know it's on Steam. I've never played Day of the Tentacle, actually. You know, I have on my computer, I have the Five Nights at Freddy's Into the Pit, which plays like a retro game. And my son, he convinced me to go in halvesies with him, and I did. And then we played Five Nights at Freddy's, and we're gonna like play all of the ones we have. I have access to that one, and like Sister Location. And then we both got too scared playing Five Nights at Freddy's, so I don't think either one of us has touched Into the Pit. It's a sequel. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay. Yeah, I'd have to look. I don't think I have access to it though. And then I have some other, like I have the Master Chief collection. I've got Gods Will Be Watching, if anyone knows that one. That's like an impossible to beat video game. So I have some retro games on here. But yeah, I'm writing this application, and what is a conspiracy theory you believe in? So far I've written, is it a conspiracy theory if it's true? In the 1960s, the US CIA spent $20 million of taxpayer money on a secret program with the intent to spy on Soviet leaders in Soviet embassies and eventually within the Soviet Union. This program tried to turn cats into spies for the US government. Yes, actual felines. A veterinarian surgically implanted a microphone in the cat's ear, and then they would release the cat nearby to the targets whose conversations they wanted to record. The reason the program was scrapped? You can't get a cat to go wherever you want them to. They go where they want. Yes, Acoustic Kitty! So you know what I'm talking about. Knackered Ocelot, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Girl, thank you for the gift subs. Oh, thank you so much. You grew the flower. Thank you. I appreciate you. Guys, we've got our poppy. We've got our poppy for the day. Thank you for the flower. Would have had more success with dogs, probably, but I think that it's hard to get a dog to not act suspicious. Let's see. When When was it declassified is what I want to know. When was Project Acoustic Kitty declassified? Decommissions. Okay, the project was canceled. Was canceled in 1967. And the ends, it was partially declassified in 2001. Do I have a favorite anime? Oh, let me think. It's probably down to two. The ones that I rewatch are either JoJo's Bizarre Adventures or in High School Host Club. Kind of different there. Kind of two completely different animes, but those are the two that are like my comfort animes, and I go back and rewatch those. So yeah, so those are those. Check my PB. Are you serious? Oh, I can't check right now, I think. I think I'm on the wrong account, but thank you so much, honey. Yeah, a bit different. A little different. Part of the fun of going back and rewatching JoJo is to try to catch all of the different music references, because there's so many. It's not just the obvious ones. There's so many different references. It's so fun. Galileo, hello. Who's your favorite host? Like from Oran? Honey Senpai. I think he's cute. Mori is a good one though, but I like Honey Senpai. I'm a sucker for the side episodes that focus on Honey Senpai. He's so cute. With his little bunny. I don't know if you've noticed, I kind of like bunnies. So I like Honey Senpai. Give him his cake. Exactly. I'm going to allow that. True. Just give him his cake. Anyways. But anyways, I think I've written up a good thing about the conspiracy theory. Project Acoustic Kitty. Another AMA. What would you like to know? Who is my Oshi? Oh goodness. I don't know. I like top 5. Yeah, that's the thing. I don't think I really have like one person that's like an Oshi. Let's see. I've got to think. Give me a second. See, I don't watch I don't watch like Hololive or Nichi Sanji, so none of those. I watch mostly indies. I watch mostly indies and then V Shoujo and socks. And then I guess Mythos. I watched some of them too. Echo, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I'm a big fan of Project Melody. I think she's just always been really innovative in the space, and she seems like such a sweetheart on her Twitch streams. I don't have any issue with sex work of any kind. I'm not biased against sex workers. I think that she's an amazing content creator. Let's see. I am envious of Shy Lily. She had like a meteoric rise all of a sudden, and has stayed on top of her game, and I'm envious of her, I guess. It's definitely somebody that I look at and it's like, what could I do to be unique but also be like that? So I guess that counts. The VTuber that got me into VTubing originally was AI Candy, and I watch her still, so I guess that's 3. Let's see. Finari Mori is a friend of mine, and but I admire her quite a bit. Very different content from mine, but I love how unapologetically herself she is, and so I find her quite inspiring. Don't tell her I said that; she'll get all mushy. So I guess that's 4. And then probably Adora Bunny, but it's not necessarily just because of her content, even though I do actually really like watching her streams, but it's also the community of other content creators, the friend group that she's gathered, is kind of like a Discord home for me, and I like being there, and I'm happy that I get to be a part of that. So I guess those are my 5. I am a mom, but I don't think I've given birth to a Nick, so probably not Nick Nia. But you're welcome here anytime. Dark Cuba Rican, thank you for the follow, and Adam Brent Shark, thank you for the follow. Of course, Nick, of course. We're here and we will be supportive whenever you need it. But I can't say that I'm people's actual mother. That would be disingenuous. That's true. That's true, Adam. Oh, Akka, thank you. Penny, hi. I am. Thank you. A little hungover, but it could have been so much worse, so I'm doing pretty good. I hope you're doing well, Penny. I try to provide that. Hopefully people like being here, I hope. Oh, goodness. Yeah, I'm really tripped up on this one question. What is your best dad joke? And the problem is that I don't tell dad jokes. I tell mom jokes. But then even then, now I'm just drawing a blank, and I don't know. I can't think of one off the top of my head. So I just realized that I have a webcam, and the green light is on, and I don't know why the green light is on. So that's creepy. So it's faced towards the computer screen now. but like really up close. So that's the thing. I can't tell you now. It's like there's been so many dad jokes that have made me laugh. And now for the life of me, because I'm staring at something of like, give me your best dad joke. And I'm like, I can't think of any. What do you do when you see a blue frog on the side of the road? Stop and cheer him up. Aww. So sophisticated. My goodness. That's pretty good. There's gonna be an ad break in a little more than 2.5 minutes, by the way. Just letting people know. Eight toy horses. They described his condition as stable. That's a good one. Actually, I have a real life story related to that. My dog Tibbers, who I miss very much, he passed away 2 years ago. A little less. He passed away right before the baby was born, basically. But he's still infamous at the veterinarian because my second youngest child would use these pacifiers that were like rubber, like the whole pacifier was rubber. But we kept losing them; they kept disappearing, and then we realized after my dog started passing them that he was eating them and then passing them. So we'd have to he'd get really sick and then pass it. But then once he couldn't, and I thought he had eaten a rubber ducky. So I took him to the vet and they did surgery and removed 14 pacifiers from my dog's stomach. There was no rubber ducky. His stomach was just finally full of pacifiers. And this was during COVID, so I wasn't allowed into the veterinarian's office. I had to wait in my car. So when it was about time to come pick him up, I'm waiting in the parking lot, and the veterinarian comes out wearing her mask and holding a biohazard bag, and she just kind of holds it up to my car window and went, "Hey, we found the problem." It was 14 pacifiers. Alice, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome on in. Yeah, 14 pacifiers in my poor dog's tummy. And so we had to be extra careful to make sure. Yeah, he had to stop at 13 apparently. 14 was too many. That's a lot of binkies. It was. It was too many binkies. Have I played Doki Doki Literature Club. No. Um, yes, on another channel before I was Mom VT, and I hate to say it, but it was too triggering for me. Um, like as the lead up of going to look for that one character, I knew what was going to happen, and I was sobbing uncontrollably, and basically had a breakdown on stream. It was too much. So, while I think the concept of Doki Doki Literature Club and the innovations in that game for what it does, and like how to quote beat the game or how to get different endings, I think the innovations in that game, I looked them up, I read about the game, and I think it's a very cool game, what it does. There is a possibility, those of you that do stream, if you ever play it, there is a possibility that the game, if you get to the end of it, that it might dox you. So just keep that in mind. Which is another reason why it might not be okay to play it. But yeah, I got basically halfway through and had to stop because it was just too much for me emotionally. I've had issues with like depression and stuff like that, and so it was too much, and I could relate too strongly with the characters, and I broke down on the stream, and so I won't play it. I haven't played it since then. Good food, no atmosphere. Oh my gosh, that's funny. um let's see. You're playing it for Valentine's Day. Oh, that's a choice. That is certainly a choice. Good luck. There's what's that one? Sucker for Love. I'd recommend that one if you want a spooky game. I don't personally have it, but I think Sucker for Love would be a good one. There's also the Kentucky Fried Chicken dating sim, where if I stream on Valentine's Day, I might download that and we'll play the KFC dating sim on that game on the day. I also have Hatoful Boyfriend, where you can date birds. Pigeons is another good one. I don't have a lot of dating sims. I basically just have like those three. Does Catherine count as a dating sim? I thought that was more like a puzzle game, or I guess it's like a hybrid. I don't have Catherine, but I've seen people play it. It's an excellent game. It is interesting to me, all the different intricacies of things that can happen in the game to get the different endings. Yeah, it is a puzzle game, but then yeah, I guess there's a dating element to it, isn't there? Kind of. Let's see. Is it a love story game? I thought the whole point was that it's like it was a spooky game. You heard it's both. I've heard good things. I'm just limited on gaming budget. So, it's not one that I picked up when it came out. But I do appreciate it. For sure. If anybody's played it, I'd love to hear what you think of it. But yeah, like I can read the games that I have currently on my computer if anybody wants to hear those. Hold on, let me look. I have got Hello Kitty Island Adventure, of course. I got the demo for Dark Hours because I was interested in that. American Truck Simulator, White Knight, which is one of my favorite horror games, actually. I'm surprised nobody's heard of it. Euro Truck Simulator 2, Halo the Master Chief Collection, the demo for Harold Halibut, Fallout 4, Slitmouth, Zombie Night Terror, Gods Will Be Watching, the demo for Dreadout, Lie Eat, Marvel Rivals, Atomic Hearts demo, Yesterday, Maniac Mansion, Pacific Drive, The Witcher 3 Wild Hunts, Doom, Undead Inc., Five Nights at Freddy's Into the Pit, Whispers of a Machine, Infra, the demo for Letters to Avrala, DayZ. My son has Valorant on here. Don't Escape, 4 Days to Survive, The Coma Recut, Donut County, Rainbow Six Siege, apparently. Unforeseen Incident, V Rising in Bento, Dropsy, Where the Water Tastes Like Wine, Buddy Simulator 1984, the demo for We Harvest Shadows, Power Wash Simulator, Beholder, Vampire the Masquerade's Bloodlines, Tome, The Basement, The Tiny Bang Story, Dishwashing Simulator, Bad Ends, Route 8, Boyfriend Dungeon, Killer Frequency, Alan Wake, Observer, Tacoma, Aquarist, and Sound Mind, Turnip Boy Kivitz, Tax Evasion, Enshrouded, Smile for Me, 60 Parsecs, Husk. I think that's it. Oh, and I never went, Sheltered, and then I never went back to it, but The Longing, which is long overdue for waking the guy up. I just never went back to it for reasons. You're not biased at all, PB. No, I know, Alice, and I answered your question. I tried to play it once upon a time, and it was too much. I had a breakdown because I related too hard to the story. It was written too well. The depression arc was written way too well, and I related to it too hard and had a breakdown on stream, so I never finished it. A Joke Host Club. Oh, is that your lovely item? Is Anubis your Yusa-chan? Lovely item. So often you're portrayed inaccurately. Well, I'm glad it's accurate. I don't know which kind of vampire I would actually be. Hopefully not Nosferatu. Are they the ones that like have to hide because they're like monsters? I think. They're all, well, I know, that's what I mean, PB. Like they can't disguise themselves. Amazing graphics. And see, that's the thing. If it has good writing and or a good soundtrack, I'm usually sold on a game. you know. That's just me, though. Who's my favorite? I don't really have one. I didn't play it enough to have a favorite girl from that game. The story messed me up too much. So I don't have a favorite. Okay, I don't remember which one that one is. Like I said, I've very much distanced myself from that game for my own well-being. So yeah, thank you so much. No, you guys were very generous. Thank you so much today. Neymar Jr., thank you for the follow, by the way. I don't know if I thanked you or not. I need to see something. Let's see. I wonder if, I don't think it can do for a whole year, can it? Let's see. Okay. Like I've said a couple times, I'm trying to, would like to apply to Sock's VTubing agency. And I've got most of it filled out. Now I need to do my best dad joke. I need to finish my audition sample, and I need to list any and all relevant talents and skills. So, which I have some, but like even little things like sewing and cosplay, I'm good at those. It's been a while, but I can do it. But I suppose, have I played Class of '09? I haven't. I've heard good things about that as well. But again, my budget for games is limited. I basically saved up for Hello Kitty Island Adventure, and that's the game that I have. And then other than that, like the 3 games that I want to play the most right now are Hello Kitty Island Adventure, Project Zomboid, and Dead by Daylight. And other than that, like, I don't know, there haven't been other games I wanted to play right now. I've been enjoying those immensely. Although I feel like maybe I should start trying to look into how to mod Project Zomboid. Because I play it vanilla, and I know that there's like a lot of mods that improve the gameplay. There's even a mod for Project Zomboid where, like, if you get bit on your arm and you have a saw in your possession, you can cut your arm off and continue playing, and you won't die to your bite. What games are you excited for in this coming year? Is it bad that I'm like, I don't even know what games are coming out this year? The only game that I've really been keeping an eye out for was Haunted Chocolatier by Concerned Ape, the guy that made Stardew Valley. But that's basically, there's no ETA for that yet. So I'm just kind of watching for that one. His last update for Stardew Valley ended up bigger than he had planned. So he's just honest. He posted, I think, in December, like, hey, I hadn't posted in a long time. And said that the updates for Stardew Valley ended up taking priority. And so it's not that Haunted Chocolatier isn't going to come out. It's just Stardew Valley is basically like his baby, and that was his dream game. And so he prioritized doing more work on Stardew Valley. Which technically I've never actually finished Stardew Valley. Like I've never gotten married and had kids in Stardew Valley. I did unlock the secret cutscenes for dating everybody. That was fun. But I didn't actually marry any of them. Although if we do ever go back to doing playthroughs of Stardew Valley, we will be marrying Harvey. Harvey is by far the most romantic. Okay. So you chose Emily. I like Emily a lot, but Harvey is the best. Dr. Phil, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Good morning. Yeah, if you've ever actually seen all of the 10 heart date cutscenes, I just don't see how nobody would choose Alex. Nobody would choose Alex. There's no way. You if you pick Alex, it's because you just hate yourself, I guess. Alex's date was awful, but Harvey's is the most romantic thing on the planet. And then Sebastian's, I would say, is probably a close second as far as like being a romantic date. Never played Stardew. It's fun, but it is at its core a farming simulator. So if you don't like planting crops or mining in a game, it's not going to be for you. But I like it a lot. I think it's fun. Shane was the worst male bachelor. No, it's Alex. Easy. Shane is the I can fix him of the bachelors. Yeah, Sybil, I am. Just a little bit though. I'm okay. My first playthrough, the first bachelorette I ran into was Shane. And so then I talked to him and he's like, basically like, get out of my face. And so I was like, oh, buddy, we're going to be best friends. You don't want me talking to you now, but we're going to be buddies. We're going to be the best of friends. And then I started getting his heart events and realizing like how messed up he was. And I was like, oh, well, crap. Now I've got to marry him and fix him. I never ended up actually finishing that and marrying him though. But I did get him to 10 hearts, so. Thank you, Dr. Phil. You know, if you don't want to have a romantic partner in the game, once you meet Krobus, the monster, you can actually get to enough hearts with Krobus and he would just be your roommate. It's like literally you don't have to actually marry anybody. You can just have Krobus be your platonic roommate. Which I think is a very nice addition actually, because like not everybody wants to get married, but like there's certain things that you like. I think there's certain like house upgrades that are locked behind having someone else living there. And so if you have Krobus move in, you can get a bigger house. Well, that's the thing. Like you actually do kind of fix you help Shane get better in the game, which is interesting. But for featured new Stardew gameplay, yeah, no, it's you have to, there's a lot of work to go into having Krobus be your roommate, but you can do it. You need to check on your spouses in the Fable series. Oh no, Dad VA, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. Oh no, my spouses. They've been neglected for so long. That's like people that haven't checked on their oh god, what's that website? Your Neopets. Be honest. When was the last time you checked in on your Neopet? Like, your Neopets are starving. I don't know if they actually ever officially die or if they just are in like this. Yeah, so many poor Neo souls lost to neglect. 2 months. That's better than me. I think I haven't played Fable in well over a decade. It's been a bit. I kept the name Chicken Chaser for the entirety of the game. That was my title. I don't know why those women wanted to marry someone with the title Chicken Chaser. That's on them. All right, I don't think I can do any more of this application on stream, which is fine. Actually, well, I kind of can. Please list any and all relevant talents and skills. Singing, voice acting, ASMR, sewing, cosplay, crocheting. I can crochet. It would, but ASMR on YouTube for VTubers is like, that's the reason I've never really tried it, is because I don't want to get bans. I've thought about it though, doing scripts and stuff, but YouTube really hates VTubers doing ASMR. Fake Karis, thing for the follow, I appreciate it. Yeah, YouTube just doesn't like ASMR artists. And then the reason I haven't done actual ASMR on stream, one, I have a 17-month-old that I can't control if he's going to be noisy behind me. But also, I do know that, like, if you build up a following on Twitch as an ASMR artist, you really can't transition away from that. So I guess I would like to make a living as a content creator eventually, but I haven't gotten to the point where I'm going to dive into that yet to try to make a living, you know. And I'm sorry, I'm not down for ear licking. I don't know why that's so popular on Twitch. Ear licking makes me uncomfy. It sounds gross. I'm sorry. I don't understand the appeal. You're gonna be lurking, drink a lot. I know. I drank water. I've been like sucking down water at like an inhuman rate today. But Corvus, I hope you can feel better. Yeah, ear licking, it's like a whole thing. And like if you go in the category, you see that it's not really just the ear licking, that it's why they're popular. And again, I'm not judgmental of sex work, but you know, I don't need to like actually see the curves of your butt while you're licking an ear-shaped microphone. I don't need that. It's not for me. I am not their target audience, so. But then again, people told me like, oh, you have a voice for ASMR, and I'm like, thank you. But then it's like, do I do just chatting or just ASMR and just do my normal talking? You know, so I don't know if people would actually want me to do ASMR content or not. Would you? Maybe it's something I can consider. I think it would end up being something like if I was still awake after everybody else was asleep, where I can guarantee that it was actually a quiet environment. But during the daytime, I can't guarantee that at all. So humming ASMR. Okay, good to know. Always something to figure out. Mom's bedtime stories. Maybe. I've thought about that as well. Like reading chapters of a book for older, and then I can read actual like children's books that I have. I've thought about it. So we'll see. That could be fun. I do have my shorts channel, and I think I would do it on that. I have like my VODs repository on YouTube, and then I have my actual like more short form content channel. Well, if I do it, I'll let you guys know. Stretch. Oh, thank you. Hold on. Feeling my age when I can feel every single vertebrae crack. Fairbanks, hello. Yeah, I always yawn when I stretch. Fairbanks, how are you? I hope you're well. Thank you. Yeah, guys, Fairbanks is a good bean. You should go check out their channel. They're a very talented artist and animator. And I'm very lucky to be able to call them a friend. All right, I'm starting to feel better. I think I could take the blush off now. I feel a little less hungover. Dial-up noise. You know, I've been tempted for years to make the old like AOL dial-up noise my ringtone, just to be annoying to my kids. But I don't even think they would get it. Brandywin, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. I don't even think my kids would get it, so it's fine. I'm just old. It's fine. Yeah, I don't know a link that best exemplifies the type of content on my channel. I feel like I'm kind of all over the place. I know people like streams like today though, but I don't really have a good clip of this for this application, so I guess the traffic jam one will have to suffice. That's fine. Torture of dial-up. I see it. It didn't bother me because I guess it was just normal. So it didn't bother me at all. Scoops out your brain worms. I mean, that might be fun for Halloween. Does anybody ever remember that like the old like school Halloween parties where like the moms for the classroom would like set up stuff and they'd have like the mystery bowls and you like couldn't look and they're like, oh, touch the gross things in the bowls, and it would be like peeled grapes and like, oh, that's eyeballs, and then like cold spaghetti and it's like, those are brains. Does anybody else remember these things? Like, oh, gross. It's like you're just touching cold spaghetti. It's so funny. I think I remember once it was like a rabbit's foot, but like when you're like blindfolded and you touch a furry foot, it's actually pretty scary. Anangu, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome on in. But yeah, that stuff was always so funny. They would try so hard to like make it an experience, and you're just sitting there like, those are grapes. I just stuck my hand in a bowl of grapes. I don't know. There's a dude who set up his yard like that for Halloween once. Really? Well, that's nice. Yeah, what dang, these eyeballs feel very grape adjacent. It's literal cold spaghetti. The Wiggles sing about cold spaghetti. Mm. Oh, well, I appreciate that, Sybil. Thank you. Well, to be honest, I haven't been streaming regularly recently. I want to try to be better about it. I want to try to at least stream twice a week if I can. But because I don't have a set schedule and with the little ones, I can't guarantee that I can stream. That's why I've been doing the daily morning posts from mom on like all of my socials, my TikTok, my Instagram, and on my shorts channel. So if people want me to say good morning to them, I'm already doing that for free on a bunch of different platforms. I post the video everywhere. Oh, okay, Sybil, that's fine. If you were going to do that, you'd actually get cow eyes and head cheese. The thing is, I think the reason they did that was because it was just more of a sanitation thing. And also, you'd have parents freak out if you actually had them their kids touch real eyeballs. So they made it, quote, realistic. Also, I'm glad Tagaby isn't here. He'd freak out about the term head cheese. Bonjour. TGN, how are you today? I hope you're well. Head cheese. It's not what you think. It's worse. It's so much worse. Oh gosh, wait. I can't even describe it. I think I need to look it up. Hold on. What is head cheese? Head cheese is a meat jelly or terrine made from pig or calf head parts, and sometimes other cuts of meat. It's also known as brawn, potted head, and sauce. And it looks really gross to me. I'm sorry. If you enjoy eating it, more power to you. Don't waste. Waste not, want not. I can't do it. I don't think you could pay, you couldn't pay me enough. You know what? No, actually, if I get picked for Socks VTubing agency, if I become their new character VTuber for Socks VTubing agency, I will eat head cheese for the debut. At the debut, we'll eat head cheese. As is with most delicacies, it's made from not appealing parts of the animal, but it's apparently a delicacy that originated from Europe, of course, and dates back to the Middle Ages. Of course, never die. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, if I get picked, if I join Socks VTubing agency, I will try head cheese. How's that? Yeah, I usually try anything once, but Oh, here's a good spork.com. I like their description. Head cheese, aka hog head cheese, is certainly more head than cheese. In fact, there isn't a trace of dairy in it. With that in mind, you sure you want to know what's in head cheese? Okay. Head cheese is made from pig scraps that primarily come from an animal's head, tongue, snout, cheek, ears, sometimes heart, and if they're feeling wild, the feet. There's certainly more head than cheese. Thankfully, they leave out the eyes and brain because that would be, quote, too weird. Head cheese was first created in Europe during the Middle Ages, where lords and land barons would get all the best pieces of meat, leaving the scraps for the peasants and serfs. Left with little choice, they came up with this concoction, and who can blame them? When half the population is dying from the bubonic plague and the average life expectancy at birth for landowners only, for the poor it was less, was 31 years, you eat whatever you can get. By the way, that was wildly skewed. That's just because the infant mortality death rate was really high. But once you got past baby age, you would live for a normal amount of time. What you're saying is society is primed for head cheese to make a comeback. Well, clearly. Would you all like to know how it's made? You already know. Do you guys really eat head cheese, or are you just messing with me? Well, this also says the end result looks a lot like a terrarium, except instead of a beautiful ecosystem encased in glass, it's a horror show of pig parts visible through the sheen of a clear, savory jelly. And then it's sliced like bread. Anyway. Yeah, head cheese. It was like 50, like it was one of those things where like there's the, once you got to a certain age, it was, you would probably live for a long time. Like they definitely had people that lived into their 60s, 70s, and 80s back then. It's just obviously the average age was skewed. Wait, how is head cheese expensive? You cannot tell me that head cheese is more expensive than bologna. I don't want to look up what's in bologna. Just let me live in peace. That is wild to me that it is more expensive. That is absolutely wild. Anyway. Am I going to put head cheese on my throne? No, no, no. Nope. 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 No. You call it pig cheese? Tiny Chuckulita, hi! Hello. Yes, head cheese. Oh, there's a running gag on my old channel. Hold on. I need to see if it's still there. Hold on. Give me a second. It's item settings. There's a running joke. Let me see. Oh, here you go. Hold on. Okay. Head cheese. I'm telling you, Tagivy is going to have a conniption fit if, oh no, don't get bigger. Get smaller. Not you get smaller, you get bigger. There you go. It was a running joke for a while that, like, if I thought really hard, my brain was making head cheese. And Tagaby did not like that. So I made a little, before I was Mom BT, I made a little sticky note for head cheese and would wear it, and Tagaby hated it. Because, yeah, when you think really hard, that's baking head cheese. Yeah, that's not head cheese at all, but that's what I would say. And my poor mod, Tagaby, just did not like that. Did not like that. Have I heard of Warframe? Yes. Have I ever played Warframe? No. So I don't have a favorite frame, really, but I do know that one of them has a skin that makes them look like a jellyfish, and I thought that was really pretty. I saw it on Twitter. So whatever that one is, I guess is my favorite. I am doing good, Draculina. I hope you're doing well. But yeah, head cheese. That's I don't know. I don't know. I've eaten quite a lot of I've tried a lot of things in my life. The only reason I didn't try haggis when I was in um the UK was because my twin sister freaked out about it and told me if I tried it, she would throw up on the table. So she pitched this giant fit, so I didn't try it. But I've tried all sorts of things. But I'm gonna have a tough time wrapping my brain around head cheese, pardon the pun. I wonder if we can make a dad joke about head cheese for this application. I'll take the sticky note off. It's fine. I just needed you guys to know. This once upon a time, before I was Mom VT, was like this big joke we had. Heads up. I like blood sausage and black pudding. I've had it. Black and white pudding is a breakfast thing, and I liked it a lot. It was good, but I didn't ask what was in it before I tried it. And I think that's really the key thing for me. You know, I think that's the key thing is like if you could tell me like, hey, no, this is a local dish, try it. If you don't tell me what's in it, I will try it. And then afterwards, if you tell me what's in it, I'm usually fine. I'm like, oh, that's interesting. But like if you tell me ahead of time, I really struggle with it. But like, yeah, I have a big breakfast thing when I was over there was I would get black and white pudding. And black pudding and white pudding aren't actually pudding, they're like a sausage. They're like two different types of sausage. And they were both very, very good. And I wasn't judgmental about it. So it's like, I recommend trying it, but maybe don't look it up first if you're squeamish, but it's very tasty. So that's the thing. Yeah, probably like, I mean, I don't know, is head cheese eaten cold? Wait, where did you ask a question? Did I miss it? Oh no, I did answer your question. That I've heard of Warframe. I've never played it, so I don't have a favorite frame. But on Twitter, I did see that they released a skin for one of them that looked like a jellyfish, and I thought that was very pretty. So maybe that one. Yeah, wait, is head cheese eaten hot or cold? You guys keep saying that you eat it. A lot of you are saying you eat it, and I feel like you're just messing with me. Pig feet for the nails? Do people like eat the pig nails? I do like the dino nuggies and french fries that look like little smiley faces. I know exactly what you're talking about, Sybil. Wait, why would you eat the nails? Like, you're not even supposed to eat your own fingernails because it's bad for your teeth. Veal sweetbread? And you told her it's not sweet bread. It's not bread. Okay, now I really don't want to try head cheese if it's got ground up, like basically a pig's fingernails in it. That sounds awful. Like I know chicken feet is a big thing. I've never tried it. I'd be willing to try it. I know people eat pig's feet. I'm a little less willing to try that. Um, no, I told you guys, if I get into Sox VTubing agency, if they pick me out of everybody that's applied, I will debut by trying. My debut will try head cheese, and then you'll be like, oh, I know who she is. Sheep's brain on toast. Why does that seem Scottish to me? Like beans on toast, English. Sheep brains on toast, definitely Scottish. Why sheep's brain? Never mind, I don't want to know. Master Pickles, I am, clearly, because I was hungover, and now we're talking about head cheese and sheep's brains and pig fingernails. You probably don't want to know. Don't ask. Also, Pickles, I hope you're doing well. I'm so sorry, Sybil. I mean, hold on. I mean, I've had lamb chops before. Midlands in the UK. Ah, fair enough. Wild. Again, it's like, I get not wasting any parts of an animal. I get it. But like, again, if you present something to me on a plate and go, this is what this local dish is called, I will try it. But don't tell me what's in it until after I've tried it and decide if I like it or not. Leo, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Like, you gotta wait on telling me what's in it. You know, otherwise I'm going to struggle. Like, it's too much. Mr. Biggles, I'm sorry. No, that's the thing. So, like, I mean, it's okay to be a picky eater. I know that a lot of people are like, oh, picky eaters just need to get over it. No, it's okay. Like, it's okay to have a texture aversion. It's okay to, like, not be comfortable eating certain things. It's okay to be vegetarian. It's okay to be vegan. Like, I'm not going to judge anybody's food preferences here. The gombak shape? Oh, interesting. So yeah, so no. If by some miracle I get picked as Sox VTubing agency's new character and have to, quote, retire for an indefinite period of time, I guess you'll know it's me if at the debut we celebrate by eating head cheese. I used to love sushi so much, and that's one of the foods that my last baby ruined for me. I can't eat spicy food anymore, and like sushi doesn't do it for me anymore. I used to be an absolute fiend for sushi in nigiri. I don't know how like people pronounce it. People get mad at me for that. So I've been told that I'm wrong and I need to pronounce it the other way. But the baby ruined it, and now I don't even want sushi, really. It's just not for me. And then spicy food got ruined, so now I'm such a baby when it comes to spice. So, like, I've seen people do, like, the hot ramen, the spicy ramen challenge and stuff like that. Like, oh, we'll do a certain amount of things, and it's like, I need people to understand, if we ever do, like, a subathon or a donathon or something, and that's one of the options as like a reward, like, it's got to be a high one because I cannot handle eating a whole thing of spicy ramen. People would be like, oh, it's so basic though. Like, why can't it be a lower one? Because like I will literally be like on the floor, like melting. I can't do spicy anymore. But like, give me like sushi grade tuna. I'm all about it. Oh, I appreciate that, Sybil. I mean, within like the first 3 days, they had well over 500 people apply. So like the odds of me getting picked astronomically low. But you know, I'd like to make content and make a living at it, and currently I don't. So I'm gonna go for it because that's, you know, a pretty good launching pad, you know. I don't know if this would surprise people, but I have not personally I've not made it into any VTuber groups that I have applied to as mom. And I think this would be the second agency I've applied to since being mom. So we'll see. But odds are no. Odds are I will not be even getting through the first round. So I don't think anybody really needs to worry. But just know, like, I intend to, on some level, continue as mom and not retire, unless I have to, which would mean that I did get picked up by a corpo. So, but I want to make a living at it, you know. So I'm gonna keep trying to build this, obviously. But realistically, you gotta take every opportunity you can. So, oh, thank you. Nasu, good morning. How are you? I hope you're doing well. I am doing just fine, Lucas. I mean, we've just talked about some debatably appetizing foods. I will be kind and say debatably appetizing foods. So I'm fine. Well, thank you for saying hi, Nasu. It's good to see you. Thank you, Master Biggles. I appreciate it. But, you know, I love being mom. I love being mom BT, mom Vermont. So, oh, thank you for the follow, Nasu. I like doing this. I like doing this content. So, the only reason I would stop is because I got a career opportunity, basically. So, we'll see. And I'm going to go for it regardless. But I'm fairly confident in even saying, even though I think I would have the talent to be able to do it, odds are that I wouldn't be what they picked anyways. Because who knows? I might just not be what they're looking for. You know, so. Seen recipes from the 1950s. There's that guy that had a TikTok that I actually really enjoyed his posts where he would make dishes from old cookbooks, and some of them worked and some of them were just not good. Some of them were quite awful, and it's just really funny. I think he actually like put them together in his own cookbook, which is funny because none of them are his original recipes. But now he has his own cookbook. Yeah, probably. I'm not quite sure his name. I just know that he says eggs like eggies. That guy. Waffles with shrimp sauce. I mean, that's probably fine. Waffles could go well with sweet or savory. I mean, that's why chicken and waffles is a thing. Fried chicken and waffles. So the way that it works, so you are either an adoptable or you're either adopted into the agency or you audition to be a character for the agency. Generally speaking, if you audition for Hololive, Nijisanji, they have their own IPs, and so if you get picked by them, you graduate or retire or stop doing whatever the content is that you did as an indie, and you become whatever new character they've created, and you debut as that character under that agency. VShojo has adopted VTubers, So like Iron Mouse was her own, Zentreya was her own thing. Like a bunch of them, Giga, Haruka, were their own things. And then you have like Kuro, and Michi, and the one that says Dio all the time. They were corpo VTubers. I think they were all Niji Sanji. Henya, thank you. Henya. They were corporate VTubers that stopped with those agencies and came over to VShojo, and with VShojo created new characters. So those are technically also like, they weren't indies that came in and brought in their own character, where then the vast majority of what they have are still people that like they were that character for their indie career and then just came under the VShojo umbrella. Sock's VTubing agency has the same thing where it's still really small, and currently I think they have, well, now they're back down to 3. They just had someone leave, I think. I want to say Innisline just left, I think. And then you have Snoozy and oh gosh, why am I blanking on her name? The sciencey one. Just came under the Socks umbrella. And then the new one, they're gonna bring in a femme character that they're creating and a masculine character that they're creating. Cammy is their own IP. That's right. Thank you, Lucas. Cammy Corazette is an original VTuber character that started under Socks. Snoozy and Innisline and Yomi are people that came in. I think Innisline is leaving amicably. But yeah, so like you have both. So it's like most corporate, they want to own the IP. So they have you audition to be picked up to basically become a character of their choosing. It is rather unusual for agencies in the grand scheme of things, because I feel like a lot of people don't realize how many agencies there are out there. For example, there's a VTuber agency that's owned and run by Square Enix that I bet none of y'all have ever heard of. And they're basically like all different colors of the rainbow. Hi, Broth Bowl. Yeah, VShojo is a very, very rare case and very unusual in its success with how they made themselves. There have been a lot, I think we've all kind of seen a lot of VTuber agencies rise and fall pretty quickly over the past couple of years. Because it's hard to do that. Yep, and then there's VTubers that represent a brand. There's, GX Aura. Vexpo, I think, is debuting their VTuber mascot that I think is a dog VTuber. I think. I just saw that this morning, though, so I don't know much about it. Back when I worked for Logitech, right before they laid everybody off, I was trying to pitch having an official VTuber for the different brands. And then I got laid off, and so that didn't happen. But I feel like that was such a shoo-in. You had Astro Gaming, and you could have an Astro, like a star-themed VTuber, and you had blue Yeti, you have blue microphones, and you could have all sorts of different VTuber ideas from that. They have the blue Yeti, they've got the snowball, they've got the dragonfly. So like they have, you could have those. But I had mentioned the idea and was gonna draw up a pitch before they fired me. Well, they didn't fire me, but they laid everybody off, and I was a contract worker, and they just let my contract expire. I had been told when I started that it's like, yeah, you'll be a contract worker for 2 years, but then everybody gets brought in. And then Logitech decided to consolidate everything under them as brands. I got hired for Astro Gaming. which was owned by Logitech, was working, but was operating independently. And then it got pulled in under Logitech as a product line instead. And then they, after COVID, because you have to keep making that profit line go up. And the thing with these tech companies like Logitech is that when COVID happens and everybody moved to working from home, they had giant increases in revenue because of all the people that had to buy keyboards and mice and webcams and all that stuff to work from home. Well, then that stopped. And so they lost, like, the profit line stopped going up. So first they did stock buybacks because that's going to fix things. And then when all of us at a complete town hall meeting were like, well, how is that going to help the company? Besides just artificially kind of inflating stock prices. And they're like, oh, well, you just don't understand stock buybacks. And then they basically explained to us that it basically just temporarily inflates stock prices. And we're like, oh, so it's exactly what we're saying, but you're going to gaslight us into thinking that we don't know what we're talking about. And then the profits didn't happen after the stock buybacks like they were supposed to. So then they did mass layoffs. And that was 2 years ago. Yeah. Actually just over 2 years ago. So I've been out of work for 2 years because there were tons of mass layoffs at that point for anybody in the tech industries, gaming industries, anything like that. So, yep. Cloud9. So Vienna is not an offshoot for Logitech. She might have sponsorship from Logitech just because Cloud9 would have sponsorship from Logitech. But Vienna was in no way associated. She's not a brand ambassador like that. Because they didn't have any. I was even trying to pitch hey, you want you want to attract an audience, cater to the VTubing audience. They need equipment. They, make it where you have free to use VTubing assets that are a PNG of the microphones or the headsets. And I got ignored. So they don't have any of that stuff. They didn't listen to me. And then we all got laid off, and I don't know. And now I'll see a 24-hour post from Logitech G on Twitter, and it's got 2 likes. They completely gutted our team, and so they have no social media presence anymore. Which is a little bit vindicating for me, but it's whatever. I loved my job, and then they ruined it, and then they laid us all off. So I'm a little bitter, if you can't tell. But good thing there was an ad break in that, so I won't get in trouble probably because a lot of people didn't hear it. So yeah, I don't know why the people at the top think stock buybacks are going to work. They don't work. They never work. It's like putting a Band-Aid on a bullet wound. It's just not going to work. Frostbite, thank you for the follow. And Shattered Mega, thank you for the 20 bits, by the way. I forgot to thank you. Kai Wolf, thank you for the follow. And Chibi Manny, thank you for the follow just now. I was on a roll, so I didn't stop talking, and I'm sorry. I wish I could get my old job back. I loved that job, but it's long gone, so. Hangover's doing fine. We discussed head cheese, and I'm not queasy, so we're fine. Dandy Demon, thank you for asking. But as a Mixer streamer, I was an affiliate of Astro Gaming and Logitech, and then I worked for them, and I don't push their products anymore. Over the course of COVID, early years, part of them increasing their profits, I personally think was them cutting corners on product quality. Because before 2020. I still am using an Astro headset that I got from in 2018. The one that's currently on my head, I got in 2018. It still works perfectly. My keyboards and mice that I've gotten after 2020, all of them wear out within 6 months. And I'm not hard on my equipment at all. I'm not, I'm pretty delicate with my equipment. I am not rough on any of my stuff. And I haven't had a Logitech keyboard or mouse last longer than 6 months since before 2020. So I'm basically inactive as far as being affiliated with any of their stuff, and I don't push it because I'm not going to push products to people that I'm not going to use. Yeah, I mean, that was the thing. I was the first mixer streamer that was partnered with Astro Gaming for their headsets. I'm pretty proud of that. And then they brought in quite a few others after me. But I was the first one that was like brave enough to approach their booth at PAX East. PAX East. But yeah, my 2018 headset still works perfectly. 2 of them do. I have A40s and I'm wearing my A50s, and my A50s work perfect. So, yep. For long hours. I say it's the thing. The reason I liked the A40s and A50s was because I wear glasses, and they were the only ones that didn't make my glasses hurt my head. But I can't recommend them anymore because if you bought them now, they're not like the ones that I got in 2018. So, and none of the people I care about work there anymore. No, that's not true. One person I care about works there still. And it's not even her like main passion. She does event photography for wrestling and for bands for music. So, but yeah, I used to work for them and loved my job, and I loved working in the industry, and now I'm trying to slug it as a content creator like everybody else, you know? So I still have that dream. I still want to chase Twitch partnership down. Would be amazing. I would love to be able to even pull a part-time income from this someday. I got art done that could be like a, I guess it could be like a print, but it could also be a mouse pad, hopefully. And I have an idea for a different kind of mouse pad. But I don't know an artist, because like the thing is, like, it's always the YCH, so I need to find an artist that's willing to do it. Kira, hello. I'm fine. How are you? Headache's almost gone, by the way. Headache's almost gone, and I don't feel sick, so we're good. Imprint works. I haven't looked up. That's the thing. I have my my Christmas sweater, and I was like, oh, how fun it would be to actually make that a product that people could buy. But I don't think I'm big enough. I'm not a big enough streamer that people would actually want to, you know? What number is it? Hold on. Is it this one? Yeah. My Christmas sweater. Hold on. I wanted to like make this and actually sell it. Well, obviously it wouldn't be rigged, but I didn't think people would want to buy it, so I haven't done that yet. Fourth Walston's print on demands. Oh, maybe. I'll have to look into that. Because I don't know if people would want prints. I don't know, maybe if I ever get a tier 3 sub, I'll make it a print and sign it and send it to them or something. I know Adora Bunny does that every month for her tier 3 subs, but I don't have any. I don't have any of that. But yeah, I have this mouse pad idea, but I would need to find an artist willing to do something different than the typical YCH for it, because it requires the booby mouse pad. But it's not going to be like this. Although I suppose I could, you know what, whatever, I could do a booby mouse pad. I do want to draw and rig my own model. This one's done by KK all the way, which is, I love KK. They're amazing. But I just don't have the money for more outfits for myself. I have to save up for Halloween because that's a tradition. Like, for example, hold on, I think it's this one. Nope. That wasn't it. There it is. I was my first, when I debuted, I had my when I debuted, I had my Velma costume. And then my other model, which was done by Fairbanks, last year, I was was it Big Mama from Metal Gear? And that was my costume. And I know what I want to do this year. Or no, 2 years ago it was Big Mama, and then last year it was Sadness. I think, hold on. Do I still have the coloring? Hold on. Yeah, I was Sadness this year because I didn't have money for a costume. So I'm trying to save up for this. I know, I'm sorry, guys. I did not mean to jump scare you with my bathing suit. This year I would like to save up because I have an idea that I want to do for Halloween. And I think it could work. But I think I might draw, I might try to draw my own model because I also want to do some different stuff for summer and I still have time. I'm sorry. Well, then I also, wait, hold on. I had, what was it? See, I have my beach cover up. See? See, I can be decent. I'm wearing my beach cover up. Y'all aren't ready. If I ever go to like, if I ever go to one of these conventions with my friends and there's a pool at the hotel, like I'm absolutely busting out the airbrushed body beach cover up down by the pool. Y'all aren't ready. It'll probably just be like generic, like pink thong bikini one though or something, but but I loved this idea so much. But I want to do like a summer outfit, like a summer, like, you know, we do streams, the Just Chatting streams in my home behind me. But I would like to be able to go outside and be able to, like, you know, sit and have a coffee with you all in my backyard on stream. So I need to draw backgrounds, and I really would like to learn how to rig models. Because that is another avenue that if I can learn how to rig, that I can make a living through VTubing, that wouldn't just be content, that I could actually bring in some sort of an income to help my family, which would be nice. So I do want to learn that. It's just a matter of finding the time. And I might draw a summer outfit for myself. We'll see. I appreciate that, Dazzy. Thank you. Yeah, I'm sorry that I flashbanged everybody with my bathing suit. I didn't mean to. But yeah, Halloween, I've done a Halloween costume every single year. Year 0, year 1, year 2 for my anniversary, my streaming anniversary, and so I have to. And I know what I want to do this year. I have 2 ideas. And once again, I might put it up as a vote on Twitter to have people pick between my movie idea and my video game idea. And oh no. But yeah, if I do my summer outfit, I want a dress and then just a tank top and shorts with my apron, and the tank top will match the art I got that can work for a big mouse pad or a print. So rigging is probably the hardest part of making a VTuber model. Yeah, that's what I've heard. And making them truly like bouncy and responsive, like I want to learn how to do that. But as far as I can tell, like most people that rig, that's like years into rigging, they learn how to do that. So I will be taking the time to learn on my own model so that I have it for portfolio, basically. It's more of a problem solving thing. Well, like for example, who is it that's rigging Luca's new model? Because they had never done a walking animation before, and they posted their work in progress and people gave them tips. But it's one of those things that you don't really think about it until you have to, like what the whole body does just walking forward, because walking, like it's something you don't even think about, you just do it. But a rigger having to think how to make a 2D model look like it's properly walking is more difficult than you'd think. Know a lot of 3D riggers that don't actually do art. See, I wanted to learn 3D. I talked to Isabella Ooze about it, and because she recently made her own 3D model and learned how to do it. But that's the thing, I'm not really confident in my drawing skills. It takes me so long, and like I'm not gonna be good at rendering for a long time. I can do cell shading easy, but rendering is scary. So yeah, I'm either gonna look into learning how to do a 3D model, which would be fun. Especially because you can make it where you can upload a Vroid into Blender and then use that as a base and work from there. So like there are shortcuts. You don't have to do it completely from scratch. Although if I used to do a ton of stuff with Vroid, actually I have well over 100 hours in Vroid, and the difficulty is like if you want to put any sort of like bust size, like Vroid gets very difficult to make curvier models. But I really enjoyed Vroid. But yeah, the next step after that would be Blender. I would like to make my own model in Blender too. We'll see. I'm probably biting off more than I can chew, but I'm sort of an idea guy, but the execution of stuff is hard for me, so I don't know. Right, exactly. You can adjust. You can just kind of adjust the different little like dots and lines. I forget what they're called. I should probably know what that is before I even tried to do Blender. The vertices. Yeah, so. Oh, I was right. Okay, good. Vertices. But no, I would like to have a supplemental income to help my family as the stay-at-home mom. And recently, when I was kind of sad because I felt like I couldn't stream nearly as much as I wanted to, I was in the car with my oldest, and she's like, "Well, do you want to make content, or do you want to be a stay-at-home mom?" And it's like, she's not wrong, but it still kind of hurt, you know. The whole idea, like a mom has to put her dreams on hold to take care of everybody else, and it's like there is truth to that. And so that's why I don't have a set streaming schedule. I just stream when I can. So when you guys pop in here and say hello to me when I'm when I'm able to stream just means an awful lot to me, and I really do appreciate it very, very much. I can't express how much it means to me that you guys are here and spending time with me. I think I missed a stretch. Redeem. I apologize. Thank you. I yawn every time. It's the bones and shape keys that are a pain. Yeah, that seems like that would be the hard part. So, I don't know. I've got a lot to figure out, but you know, let's. I have like I have personal stuff that I would like to do for this channel, like having stuff ready for the summer, and then, I don't know. That's the dream. Let's shoot for Twitch partnerships someday, right? I feel like that's a good start. Would be aiming for Twitch partnership, and we can figure out the rest later. Louis, hello. Really? Oh, good. I'm glad to hear that. I'm really glad to hear that, Louis. Thank you. And I saw the thing that you and Mr. Stoom are doing, the song competition, and I might enter it. Actually, I have a parody song that I've been writing. I have a couple parody song ideas actually, but I might actually sit down and finish one and submit. What's the deadline for that, by the way? I saw the post, but I didn't get a chance to actually like look into the info. What's the deadline for submitting? Dazzy, I usually mess up that saying, and I'm like, I'll burn that bridge when I get to it, which is wrong and not what you're supposed to say. Okay, I'm glad I asked then. Good. I'm glad I asked. Everyone, thank you so much for spending time with me this morning. It really does mean a lot to me. I really do appreciate seeing you all, because yeah, I feel like I don't get to stream that often anymore. But I'll stream as much as I can, and other than that, I will absolutely do my daily posts. And you know what? We can try doing like bedtime stories. I'm gonna try to do like a short YouTube series of bedtime stories. We can do that as well, because I can probably do that easier than live streaming, to be honest. Oh, no worries, Brothwell. I appreciate you with your spicy art. Oh no, it's absolutely still applicable. I just always misuse it. Like you're not supposed to say, like you're not supposed to burn every bridge. That's not what you're supposed to do. All right. I think that I need to go get some stuff done. The baby is still asleep, but I know that I have some chores that need to get done, and they're easier if the baby is asleep. So I think that I'm going to call it here. But please stick around. I would love to raid a friend of mine. Let me look and see. Why are you unmuting? Let me see who's on right now. Ava Lamp is on. Or Demon Benny is on. Let's see. I feel like I haven't rated Demon Benny in a minute. Let me see something. Yeah, let's raid Demon Benny. They're playing Dead by Daylight. I bet they're doing the new event, which makes me happy. And I love Demon Benny's VTuber model. It makes me happy. It's so pretty. And I've been a fan of Demon Benny since she was using a V-Roid. So I appreciate you all being here so much. Thank you for hanging out with me. I don't know when I'll be able to stream again. I'm kind of hoping to stream on Valentine's Day. So look for that. If I can stream during the day of Valentine's Day, I will play the KFC dating sim on stream. I think that would be a lot of fun. So I will hopefully update you guys in the Discord and on Twitter, but that's my tentative plan for right now. So I hope we can do that. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you all very much. Make sure to go tell Demon Benny hello. She is a total sweetheart. Beautiful, beautiful VTuber model. Dead by Daylight streamer. But I'm a fan. I like her. So I hope you guys do too. And I will see you all next time, hopefully on Friday. All right. Take care of yourselves. Bye, everyone.